I would say, of course, Beyonce. I would say Jasmine Sullivan. I would say SZA. I would say Rihanna.
Welcome to Audacy Check-In. My name is DJ Buck, and we have a special guest with us today, Coco Jones. Coco, how you feeling?
I'm excited. How are you?
I'm excited to see you again. Last time I saw you was here too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How's it been since then?
I mean, I finished an album, so that's a huge difference in my life.
What was the approach going into this album as opposed to the EP?
I think for me, I just wanted to be more decisive this time. I was still figuring myself out with my EP. And, EPs are like lower stakes. You don't really have any expectations. And I was kind of just learning how it goes being signed again. Like, that's my first time being signed as an adult. So I was really learning how it goes. And now I feel like I kind of know a little bit more. I know a little bit more about myself. And so I wanted to speak up more on things that were really important to me.
What do you pull from when you put these songs together?
I think I pull from real life. I mean, my friends and what we talk about, the things that we're all going through, relationships and life and learning ourselves. It's such a, I feel like, relatable place in life that I try to take real life conversations and turn them into songs.
How do you deal with, because the more popular you get, the bigger you get, the more eyes are on you in your privacy sometimes. It's hard to keep your privacy because the internet is everywhere. How do you deal with that?
I think I had a really good realization that someone close to me said that when you walk out of your house, you're on stage. And so just accepting that, because at least it means, people are listening to your music, people are tuned in, you have support, you have the things that you want as an artist. Accepting that has been really big for me. So I don't go out if I ain't expecting to be seen. I don't leave my house.
Do you go to movies? What do you do for yourself personally to have fun? What do you do?
I like to go to dinner. I like to go out with my girls, go to like a nice dinner, maybe like a lounge or something like that. Mm-hmm. I like wineries during the day. I'm into wine and like pairing them. I really live for that. I go to the spa, get a massage, or like get my nails done or something like that.
Now you play basketball. When are you going to lace them up again? You going to play again?
No. That was just the era before I knew music was a real job.
When you got that microphone and started singing,
it was a rap.
Sneakers.
I would literally sing the national anthem before my own games.
Did you?
Yes. I was not playing. I was like, I'm about to sing it. I don't know who y'all think about to sing this. It's me.
This new album, Why Not More? You have a lot of good songs on there. What are some of your favorite songs on there?
I think my favorites are probably Keep It Quiet, By Myself. I think Taste is a favorite of mine.
Taste is kind of hot.
Thank you. I love it because it was scary to do, and I feel like sometimes the best things are the things that you're scared to do. They teach you a lot.
Now, a lot of people are talking about a song you made called Toxic because you used a sample from Britney Spears. But you used a sample of another guy, Lenny Williams. That song, how was that? I'm interested in that because that song is like the national anthem. How do you feel singing that song with that sample?
Well, Cardiac produced that track, and I wasn't going in there. I'm never going in trying to sample something. I'm just going in trying to feel something.
Right.
And I mean, when I heard it, of course, there's the nostalgia, but also that raw vulnerability and those real emotions that he carried through it. It inspired me. So I just wanted to do my take on that same, opportunity to go hard,
Now, lately, there's a trend going on right now about the Mount Rushmores of everything. There's a Mount Rushmore for everything. What would be your Mount Rushmore for female R&B singers?
I mean, me personally, because you always gonna say people, and then people gonna be mad at who you didn't say. But yeah. I mean, I'm gonna think Mount Rushmore of women who inspired my art and my album.
Okay.
I would say, of course, Beyonce. I would say Jasmine Sullivan. I would say SZA. I would say Rihanna.
That's good. That's a good Mount Rushmore.
That's for me personally creating my album.
That's what I wanted your personal. That's good. Now, it seems to be a resurgence of like young producers and a young sound. I ran across you on a few songs, Until the End of Time. How was it doing that record right there with Leon?
That was really dope. I mean, we did that for like a Spotify Valentine's Day song, and it was really dope. I think Leon is amazing. We've actually seen each other throughout the years because we both did Disney and Nickelodeon when we were super young, and so it's really dope to see us both finding our lanes now.
I see a lot of young producers really pushing the boundaries of sound, and even on your album you're pushing the boundaries. Do you feel it's important to do that, to just do it what you want and not just break out of the box and do something totally different?
I do think that's important. I feel like with music now that everything's crossing genres for real.
Right.
So it's like there's really no true strict sound that is one thing. Everything has influences of everything. So yeah, I think it's important. Plus I feel like there's so many songs dropped every day. You kind of got to think outside the box. You don't want to do anything that's similar to something that's been done. What was the point of that?
If I was to look in your phone right now, what songs would be on your playlist that may surprise me?
Actually, I just discovered this song. Like, TikTok be putting me on the songs. I ain't gonna hold.
TikTok's crazy.
But there's this like rock artist, and he has this song. It's called Introvert, and it feels for real. Like, I'm like, you screaming, but this is giving me soul a little bit. So I think you'd be surprised to hear that. I think you'd probably be surprised to hear some jazz. I love Samara Joy. She's one of my faves. I listen to her a lot.
Amazing.
I love Lofi. I like jazz. It's really calm. I feel like I have a chaotic life, so I tend to like be drawn to calm music most of the time.
Calm, Now your tour, when you sat down and put together the tour, what ideas did you tell the people who were putting your tour together? What did you want this tour to be about?
I wanted this tour to be about learning more about me. I think people are still getting to know me as an artist. I'm still getting to know me as an artist. And so I want to show all the different emotions that I feel, and I want to show all the different inspiration that is really me, even sampling Toxic in my song Taste. Right. I mean, Brittany was a Disney Channel alum, and I did years of working on Disney. And so to me, that's really a link in my development as a human and as an artist. So I want to show more of the things that influence me and kind of expand my fans' mind on what Coco is.
You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
The confidence on stage, where'd that come from?
It came from performing when people did not know who you were and did not care. Learning to enjoy it regardless of like whether or not people know you makes you unstoppable, because then you're just there for you on stage because you love it, not because anybody is over here giving you the validation. I mean, at the time when I first started performing, I would be on like Radio Disney tours. So I'd open up for a Radio Disney artist who would be popping, like, I don't know, Selena Gomez and her band. Like, right. These kids was trying to see that, And so I think you learn a level of fearlessness that is so important, and then it makes it really fun.
There's one particular performance I saw you do when Usher was sitting there and you sang his song and you got him out of his seat. That's amazing. That was confidence. Was that planned? Did you know you was going to go up to him or just...
I knew where he was going to be sitting.
Right.
I didn't know that his wife would be beside him. So I was like, I guess to respect the wife first, period.
Go there first.
I'm respectful of all relationships. But I mean, it was such an honor to be able to do that for Usher. I think he doesn't even know the way that he's opened all of these doors and how it's still to this day. I mean, he probably knows a little bit, but like, it's just so important to break those barriers, for the next generation, and there to be some sort of blueprint that this works, that this is real and it's powerful and it can leave a legacy. So he doesn't know how much he inspires me with that, but he's really great, and I loved being able to honor him.
Coco Jones, I've seen a lot of artists put music out without emotion. There's no emotion. They'll go in the studio or they'll sing a song and there's no emotion. Sometimes I think to make a great song, it has to connect with you. What songs connect with you the most that bring out the emotion in you? I
definitely think I See You when I think of songs that bring out emotions, but I think of Here We Go as well. Like more anger, I guess. And I'm excited for people to listen to this album because I kind of like treated my EP like first date vibes. Like, you're not going too hard. You're not showing like all of yourself, but you're trying to make a good impression. And then when you start to get to know somebody more, like your real self slip out, And I think my album is like when you're starting to get somebody to know them more, like the real self is slipping out, and I'm still going to show more and more as I get comfortable and as I learn more. But I definitely dive deeper into some of my emotions with this album.
By Myself. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that one.
By Myself is really, verbatim what I was going through at the time, feeling like I need people to make me feel like valid, and that's just too much power to give people, So I wanted to just express myself and be like, I don't want this feeling. I don't want to feel like I need anybody else to make me feel like I'm something,
Your circle, how important is it to have a tight circle around you? Someone to tell you that's good and that's bad.
I think it's crucial. I think it's important because your voice can get distorted with all of the noise that comes from, being talented, being in this industry, being, here in being alive, honestly. You know, I think that you can sometimes get distracted. So I think it's important to have a circle who's willing to tell you the truth. And it's important for you to know your truth as well, because sometimes good and bad is subjective, and you need to make sure it all aligns with you before you accept it as the truth.
Is there someone that you would love to do a song with, past or present? Who would you love to do, past or present?
I would love to do a song with Whitney Houston. I would love to just learn how she hits some of them notes.
What song would you do if you could do a song with her, a duet with her?
My first thought was Saving All My Love for You. Or maybe it would be I'll Always Love You. I just want to see how she does it though. I'm really just there for the tips and the tricks to see how you hitting that for real. Because I'm really like a sponge. I want to learn, you know. As much as I look up to a lot of artists, I just want to know how they do this. Like I would rather like sit and have a conversation. I feel like the wisdom would be so crucial.
Coco, there's a young girl in middle school right now. She wants to do what you do right now. And she doesn't know how to do it or how to deal with it. What would you tell someone who's coming up right now and wanting to be in that spotlight?
Well, I mean, there's no like specific formula. I mean, some things are going to have to be miracles, but I do feel like what I can say is consistency will always lead to something. And I would tell them that we have social media, and it's an opportunity to create a stage for yourself. You should be posting every day, you know, and build up a community so that you have some sort of leverage when you get to a place where people are really looking, because you will if you're consistent, you know.
I think for a young entertainer, sometimes you're getting on the stage and there's maybe 10 people there, and you're like, no one here. You still have to give 100%, whether there's 10 people there or 10,000 people there.
It's so funny. Yes, I have a story of one of the performances where I, like, as a kid, was going so hard. Like, me and my mom will laugh about it because I was so into it, and there had to be 50 people, 50 in that place, 50. But I just loved what I did so much. I just didn't care. And even now, when I do festivals, like, not everybody's there to see you. Some people are really waiting on you to get off stage, you know? So it kind of gives me like that nostalgia of when I was a kid and people didn't know me. I think it's always important to stay humble, yeah, and to love what you do enough that it doesn't matter what people say.
Well, thanks for stopping. We appreciate it. Why Not More? It's out. Yeah. Amazing project. And I can't wait for your tours. Amazing. You're coming to my town too. So
yes.
I'll be there with that. Right
all right. Period. Can't wait.
It's the Audacy check-in. DJ Buck, Coco Jones. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy that video? See more interviews, more performances, and more of your favorite artists by subscribing and downloading the free Audacy app.